This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, December the 19th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. We have pretty much a zonal flow across the country, a bit of a wavy pattern, a couple of disturbances around, but nothing too threatening around here at this point. We'll have one storm that brought us the snow, kind of splitting off. We have the rain and thunderstorms to our south along the Gulf Coast, a little bit of snow moving off the East Coast, another system moving into the west. Highs today mainly in the lower to middle 30s, and that'll be the case for the next couple of days as well. Saturday we'll still see some lower and middle 30s, maybe getting close to the upper 30s, maybe nearing 40 in our southwestern counties. As we move into Sunday especially, here's Sunday, you can see the GFS is a little bit rambunctious with some possible precipitation. Can't rule out maybe a bit of light snow flurries or whatnot. It'll be mainly cloudy through this time. There'll be some peaks of sun mainly today and tomorrow. But then when we get into Monday, this is the next system. It's going to be coming in late Sunday night into Monday. This will bring some snow to the state. This could bring some accumulating snow to quite a bit of the state. So we could see a white Christmas across the state. Could linger into the first part of Tuesday as well with some flurries. Main precipitation will be off to our east. But it will be much cooler Tuesday. Highs may drop into the 20s to lower 30s, and it'll be fairly breezy as well. And then looking at Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve, you can see here we have the system moving slowly off to our east. Still close enough that it's going to bring us a little bit of cloudiness around, but the temperatures are going to slowly start to warm ahead of this next system that's going to be coming in. This is Christmas Day. This is Christmas Day at noon. We have this system, this low pressure that's occluding, that's going to slowly move west. It's going to cause this storm off to our west to zoom in late Christmas night into next Friday. You can see that disturbance here over the western Great Lakes. The big upper level low still retrograding westward. It'll be north of the U.S.-Canadian border, somewhere around Lake Winnipeg or Lake Manitoba. You can see that here as it continues to move westerly. And it's bringing the system off through our neck of the woods with a little bit of light snow at that time. We'll see if this trend continues in future model runs or not. Going in further into the extended period, around the 30th or so, you can see another disturbance moving through the desert south and west, and that's a system we're going to have to watch because that could bring us a little bit of active weather toward the end of the year. You can see some snow breaking out across the plains. That'll be moving in our direction toward New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. A little bit of rain across the Gulf Coast. Pretty quiet elsewhere across the country. And then as we look toward the end of the period right here, around the 3rd and 4th of January, you can see pretty much a flow coming pretty much out of the Pacific, although from there it comes straight out of Alaska. We have a disturbance just moving into the northwest. Another north of the border. And then a big system off of Greenland, swinging a cold front down all the way to Florida. Otherwise, it looks fairly quiet. A little bit of snow from north of the state back to the west, and fairly quiet across the southern tier of the country. Satellite image from last evening, you can see the subtropical jet coming in from the Pacific through Mexico into Texas and the Gulf Coast, bringing a bit of rain and thunderstorms there. One storm moving off the east coast, another moving into the west coast with some rain and mountain snow there. The watch warning map from last evening, some winter weather advisories across the eastern Great Lakes, also across the Pacific Northwest, the Sierras, and a fog advisory in southern Missouri, fairly quiet elsewhere across the country at this point, which is very atypical for the middle of December. The QBF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock, showing some precipitation around here, maybe about 1/4 of an inch of liquid equivalent. That'll be mainly in the form of snow, heaviest over the Gulf Coast and over the Pacific Northwest.